The same exercise anybody else would do. Yeah, the same exercise anybody else would do. Understand this. Understand this. We have this idea in our heads as far as this level of intensity that we are going to exert when it comes to exercise, and that's just not true. That's just not true. So we say with your mind is picturing stuff that you used to do. What you do is the exact same thing, but you do it lower impact, a grade lower. So you don't have to, if you were a guy and used to bench 300 pounds, you can still bench press. You just can't bench 300 pounds. So, ego will send you off. But if you had something done and you used to walk, then you can still walk, but you're just going to walk slower. And you progress at your own pace. So what happens with a lot of people is they try to make up. If you haven't worked out for 10 years, you're going to make up for 10 years your first day working out. It don't work like that. Somebody.
Hi, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Maureen Allen. I am very self-conscious about my body, and I don't feel very comfortable when I look when I'm looking in the mirror. And I always want to present myself to be attractive. And I noticed that my knees are giving out on me, and I'm getting shorter. And can I get taller again?
Absolutely, absolutely. One of the things you have to keep in mind, and I tell everyone this, and I just wrote an article on this. If you go to a gym anywhere, everyone feels the same way that you do. It's just some people are better at hiding. I'm probably the only person who know what I'm doing in the gym. Everybody else, there's some guys in there pretending because they went to jail or they did something and they didn't brought that, and everyone in there is acting like they know what they're doing. Everyone that works out is self-conscious. The best body that you've seen is an individual that is a self-conscious person. They just applied it in a different direction. Okay? Everyone falls into the same category. People aren't that different. You got somebody that seems extremely confident. That's the person that's the most insecure. And then you got someone that seems self-conscious, and you know what I mean? They may have more confidence than the other person. Exactly. As far as getting taller, what happens is that a lot of us can get tall. Our height is in our posture. So the biggest muscle on the body is what? The gluteus maximus. So what happens is you have to actually stretch out your hamstrings, and as you stretch out your hamstrings, you elongate your upper torso, and you get taller. So we're not supposed to constantly get shorter, but because our bones become more and more brittle, and you offset that with what? Resistance training. Any type of resistance training. Okay? So because your bones can stay strong for a longer time, and then you don't have to shrink. So does it make sense to you all?
Right.
And I have some stretches in my DVD too.
Oh yeah, I want to ask you, what's like a good, decent minimum time that you can exercise where you won't be breaking your stride if you do it every day? Like could a person just exercise 2 minutes to like 7 minutes every day consistently until they can build it up a little bit, so that they don't start something where they can't do it a few days later? Like what's the minimum, like 2 minutes, 5 minutes?
Okay, he's asking what's the minimum. The American Council on Exercise did a study. I'm certified in a lot of different certifications, but this is the one that I really pride myself in. And their study said that anyone that works out past an hour generally has something called an all or nothing principle. So that person, if they can't work out for an hour or more, they do absolutely nothing in the gym. That's not what we want to have. That's not what we want to have, okay? Because it'll snow one time and then it'll throw you off for 2 years. So we don't want to have that, all right? But the brother's asking, what's the minimum? Is there anybody in here that has a favorite TV show? A TV show that they like or anything like that? What's your favorite TV show? Somebody watch TV. I know somebody here watch TV. Rise and Fall, Jack Johnson. Perry Mason. Law and Order. Criminal Minds. All right.
Star Trek.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, most of y'all name TV shows that's at least an hour. So that means you got at least an hour in your day to do something. All right? So what I'm saying is this, because there's not too many 30-minute TV shows anymore. All right, so if you got an hour to watch TV, and you know what I mean, and I mean some of this stuff is just pure foolishness. If you got an hour, then you could dedicate some time to your body, okay? And most of it, and to be perfectly honest, the way that everything works now is that you could watch it, you can record everything on TV. So, you know what I mean? You can take a Saturday and catch up on every single thing. You can't do that with exercise. So The minimal time that you can do, we're talking about stretching how many days a week?
Every day.
Every single day. You can take 5 to 10 minutes every single day and stretch. And stretching, the beauty of stretching is you can watch TV and stretch. So you can do those two things together. Now cardio. When we're talking about cardio, we're talking about 15 to 30 minutes. We're talking about 15 to 30 minutes, 4 to 5 days a week. And resistance training, we're talking about another 15 minutes, anywhere from 2 to 3 days a week. All right, so it's not a lot of time that you need, but you're going to have to dedicate some time. Now, what happens is, let's say you want to pick 20 minutes for your workout. Your 20 minutes, they're going to get more productive. I can get more done in my 20 minutes of working out than maybe Brother Ken and his working out for 20 minutes. So you can keep the time the same, but your level of productivity should increase. Does it make sense to you all? So you got someone that just started carpentry work, and another brother's been doing it for 20 years. So the brother, they can work an hour, but the brother's been doing 20 years, going to get more done in an hour. All right? So it's not a minimal time. You don't want to think of what can I get away with. You know what I mean? This isn't school. But you want to be able to dedicate some time in your day, or allocate a period of time in your day specifically for exercise and focus it on your health.
Well, this is like a two-part question.
Okay.
One of the parts is like before you exercise, like I exercised this morning, and I did like an hour workout, but I didn't eat. So every time you should eat before your workout. Correct. Should you eat before your workout? Number one, and number two. What about working out in the evening time? When you get the best results? You work out in the morning, or when you work out in the evening?
Okay. Understand this. Every single person in here has a different schedule from every other person in here. Whenever you're talking about something about the best, you're talking about your schedule. All right. I'm training people at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm not going to wake up at 3 o'clock and work out myself. That's not the best for me. When you're talking about fat burning potential. The ideal time to burn fat is in the morning. But that doesn't mean that if you work out at night that you're not doing nothing. Now, as far as working out, this is where being real with yourself comes in. Alright? I don't do step aerobics. That's not how I work out. So if I do a step aerobics class, no matter how good a shape I'm in, that's going to be tough for me because that's not something that my body is used to doing. If I go into a step aerobic class like I may do a jog down the street, I've approached 2 different workouts with the same mindset, and I'm going to run into trouble. So if I'm waking up in the morning, I've been waking up every single morning, I've been walking for 15 to 20 minutes, and I didn't eat before I walked, I might be okay. All right? And if I went and did a marathon on an empty stomach, and that's not what I normally do, you know what I mean, I'm going to hurt myself. So should you eat before working out? I would recommend that you eat before working out. I'm not saying have a Thanksgiving dinner before working out, but to try to do something that your body isn't used to doing, and a lot of us, we have to factor in, we don't want to get too caught up. We do have to factor in our age. Don't go kill yourself because I came in here and did a presentation. You know, we want to just be real. We want to take things, keep it simple, KIS, that's the approach that we take to everything. Keep it simple. If you want to start off, I grabbed a granola bar, I grabbed something, I went to the gym, but it's just working out on an empty stomach with a workout that you're not normally doing, that's backwards. That was backwards. There's no way you should do that, ever.
Do you have a diet plan to go with this workout?
I don't actually have a diet plan because everyone is different in the sense that everyone has different food allergies, everyone has different preferences. In my first book, I'll make my website available. I have different diet plans from different clients. So that was the diet plan that they took heed to. So my book is available on my website, and that's $15. And you all can order that, and then I'll make sure I bring it back out here so you all can have that. But there's not a diet plan that's tailored for you. But if I'm training someone and I get an understanding of what they normally eat, then we can just add different things here and there. Everyone should be at least taking a multivitamin today.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, I came in kind of late, about the cardio and the resistance training. Could you fill me in?
The
cardio and resistance training.
Cardio is any activity that you do to increase your heart rate. If you walk stairs, that's cardio. If you're jumping rope, that's cardio. If you're doing jumping jacks, that's cardio. If you're walking down the street, that's cardio. The actual word cardio means heart. Resistance training is what it says it is. It is resistance. As we know that in the spiritual realm, whenever you have something that opposes you, it's opposing you to get you stronger. It's the same way that it works in the physical realm. Whenever you use any opposition, the opposition after you're done makes you stronger. It makes your body stronger. So in every aspect, so anything can be resistance training, whether it be just pushing forward in the air, whether it be doing a push-up on the ground, or whether it be laying on a bench and bench pressing. It can be whatever you want it to be. A woman's resistance training program is going to be different from a man's resistance training program, and a basketball player's resistance training program is going to be different from a boxer's resistance training program.